Hi guys, it's Mayla. I'm back with another video. I know it has been a while since I have come on and spoken with you guys or even been out in my garden. Past couple of weeks I have been really busy with my human kids, my human babies, getting one off to college and then the other one starting football season. So I am off today, off work today. I had planned on getting out here at about 7 o'clock in the morning. However, that did not work out. So it is about 11:30. I'm coming out and we are going to get back started with this shed, with this garden shed. I am going to cut down some of the grass in front of it. We are going to lay out the pavers. We are going to bolt down the two front. One of you guys gave me a really good suggestion and I want to thank you for that. If I can go back and find it, I will post it on the screen what she suggested, and that is what I'm going to do. So the two stakes that had extra that I could not use for the front because the front holes were over the pavers, she suggested that I get some type of a rope and put through the holes and affix it and tie it to the stakes and then drive the stake in the ground in front of it. So that is what I am going to do. Let me show you. I have my wire cable that I use to do my espalier on my fence. I still have that, and that is the braided, I believe it's like 3 or 4. It's stainless steel, and then it's the wire rope. It's good for outdoors, and it's heavy duty. And then so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this through the hole on the shed. We're going to tie it tight on one end, and then we're going to drape the other end around here, and then we're going to drive this into the ground in front of it. So I'll get a close-up and show you guys what I'm going to do. It's not as good as putting this through the hole and driving it into the ground, but it's something. And so that means all 4 corners will be staked down to the ground. So we're going to get that done. We're going to put out the pavers. I'm going to weed eat some of the grass down a little bit lower, and then we're going to put the pavers down, but we're going to still let the grass grow up between the pavers. But I just want to kind of cut it down while I put the pavers down. And then we're going to try, I do not like working with pavers because I don't like to dig out all of the soil and get them all level and everything. But I want to create somewhat of a little ramp going up into the shed. So the pavers that I put right at the front, right at the doors of the shed, will be up higher. I'm just going to sit them down on the ground. But then the next level coming out, I'm going to have to dig out some of the soil underneath the pavers to kind of create somewhat of a ramp. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. But let's stop with all of this talking and let's get started. All right. Come on guys, I'm going to turn the camera around and bring you over and show you what we're going to do first. Okay, so here what we're going to do is we're going to weed eat all this grass, cut it down a little bit lower, and then we're going to put the pavers on top. But before I do that, I am going to, you see this hole here, I'm going to string that cable through here. We're going to secure it tight with these clips, and then we are going to connect the other end of the cable to the stake and then drive it down into the ground. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side over there. So we're going to secure both ends first, and then we'll get with the pavers. All right, I'm going to set you guys up so you can see what I do.
Till I get up, time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left.
So what I'm going to do first is take this and wrap it through this.
And on we'll finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
So here it is. This is the stake that's drilled into the ground. This wire, stainless steel cable is attached to this really tight, and then it's looped through here. So that's not going anywhere. Now we're going to do the other end, and then we're going to get to these pavers. So let me tell you guys what my plans are. I've got the pavers laid out. I had to crack one to make it all fit. I really don't like that little piece right there, but unless I'm able to crack another one so I get a better fit, then it's gonna be like that. But for right now, the grass, the ground, the dirt is very hard and dry. So I'm gonna let these pavers sit here for about a week, and then I'm gonna come out, and the ones along the front, I'm going to dig out a little bit of the grass and the dirt across the front so that that edge can be a little bit lower and lay a little bit more flush with the ground, so that we can get that ramp like feel. It's already somewhat of a ramp feel because I have along the back, I have sand underneath it, and so it's already going upwards, but I want this front edge to be a little bit lower to the ground. So we'll let that sit for another day. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna weed eat up against the house to cut down some of that tall grass, and then I'm going to take those pavers that are over there and start moving them around to the outer edge. I do know that once over here it's going to be rocks. It's not going to be mulch, it's going to be rocks. And then just on the left side of the shed is going to be rocks for a small portion also, but the rest of it is going to be either mulch or that dichondra ground cover that I seeded here back in the spring that's starting to cover here. So I may go ahead and seed all of this up to the rocks instead of doing mulch. Haven't decided yet. That'll be a later date, but let's go ahead, get all of that cut down really low, get these pavers moved out, and these boxes kind of stapled down a little bit better. I really, just how I cracked that, I really would like to see, I'm not going to do it today, I would like to see if I could get, either my dad has a machine or if I can do it manually with the tool I used today to kind of edge this out diagonally and cut away this corner so that I can bring these all the way up to here. I mean, I could put them in front. You know what? That's what I'll do. I'll put it in front, and then we'll cover that up with the rocks that we put over here. So yeah, I'll put it in front. Let me do that now. All right, guys. I'm tired and I'm going to show you what I have done for today. I closed off, added a little bit more landscape fabric over here and closed off that bed with some edging bricks. I laid the pavers and I really don't like how that middle is looking and how this edge over here is a little bit more square. I kind of want it rounded off like this side. So we'll see. Maybe I can break off a little piece of that square part and then fix that middle. But I laid the pavers. We're going to let these sit, let the grass die underneath it. And then I'm going to come in about a week or two and cut off a little bit of the grass and soil along the front end of these pavers so that the pavers can sit a little bit lower into the ground to create that ramp effect. And then over here, I put landscape fabric down right here on the other side of the shed where we're going to have rocks here and we're going to have rocks there and we're going to have a planter with some type of evergreen in each planter. And then separating from the rocks to the rest, I'm creating a no-dig cardboard sheet mulching bed. I've laid down my cardboard. I laid down the brick edging, extended that, and we are going to extend that dichondra. I've decided I want to extend that dichondra ground cover on over into here. It's too hot to do that right now. So if I can find some seeds in the fall, I might do it in the fall. If not, we'll have to do it in the spring. But what I'll do is put down some compost and some topsoil and just kind of let this sit. I got to go buy some bags of compost and topsoil, and then we'll let this sit. If I'm able to find some more of those dichondra seeds, I will put those down in the fall. But the last time I looked, I couldn't find them. They were sold out everywhere. Well, from the ones that I bought, the Scott's brand. So I'm going to look for some more and do that. And then I already know what I'm going to plant in this area. I have already purchased it. It has not arrived yet. And you guys will see once we do that. So guys, I believe this is it for the day for me. I'm tired. Even though today is a milder day than what we've had, I believe the highs was only supposed to be like 86 degrees. It is still in the middle of the day and this sun is beating down on me and it's wearing me out. So, and to top it off, laying pavers is like my least favorite project. So in addition to the heat, I also tackled my least favorite project. So, but I'm happy with what we've done, with the exception of a few things like these two pieces of pavers that we need to figure out and do something, maybe break up another piece and try to fit it in these two spaces a little bit better. But other than that, I'm happy with the garden beds that we have created and edged out, and I'm excited about getting to starting my fall planting. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. So, with that, I want to thank you guys for coming along with me today. I want to apologize for my absence over the past week because, like I said, I have been taking care of my human babies. And now I'm ready to get back out and take care of my plant babies. Um, with that, whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening when you're watching this, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day and enjoy the rest of it. Bye.